I'm Mary.
And hi, I'm Keith. And this is Lily.
Together we moved onto Goodhart Acres, our property located in the high desert of southern Colorado, just outside of a small town called Wilsonburg.
We now live in a camper as we begin to homestead this 40-acre tract and begin to prepare for and build our unconventional housing. Welcome to our good adventure. Glad you are here.
This is the pond left over from the storm, which has delayed us from taking what was supposed to be a quick trip to Billings to pick up more belongings.
When we did the road, we just had them dump an extra load of gravel, and yesterday I put some up here. We couldn't get any of that videoed, like I said, so we had to put some up here. Mary had to go into town. I couldn't even get into the container. We're getting ready to leave here for a few days. I couldn't even get in here. I got stuck getting in here, so I had to pull it out. I couldn't back up to the shop to get my tools and stuff that I carry with me when I travel. And let me show you a little bit of what we got going on this morning before we get out of here. We don't know if we're going to get out of here this afternoon or tomorrow morning, but let me show you what we got to do here today. As we go through this mess, you can see here's the driveway that we made yesterday, and some of the gravel is already moved into the dirt, which is fine. That's what it's supposed to do, and help solidify the mud. I drove over this, putting that gravel up there quite a bit yesterday, but here's our load of gravel that we got. That's what's left, which it didn't take much out of it. Today, what we got to do is I've got to be able to get into that trailer. I'm afraid of getting stuck getting into that trailer. So this morning, I gotta get the tractor out, and we're gonna put gravel in here so that I can get in here with the truck and pull that trailer out, because we're headed up to get another load from Billings, and I got to be able to pull that out. Now, we're not gonna go in front of this trailer yet. Do that when I come back probably, but this should all be dried out by the time we get back. But you know, last week we were in our shirt sleeves out here, and now it's down in the 30s. Well, it's probably up in the 40s by now, but it was in the 30s most of the day yesterday, and this is May. So yeah, it's crazy weather here. We're not sure, because of the weather, we're not sure if we're going to make it out of here today or tomorrow. We just see how that goes with the work that we have to do to get ready.
So this is the final, what it looks like after Keith, we significantly lowered the rock pile and Keith filled it in so that when he pulls in the truck, we'll have a line of rocks so we don't get hung up in the mud that still exists. So this will be the test to see if we can get out of here. Because we're leaving for Billings today. And this is what we'll be doing. So anyway, let's see how it goes. So far, so good. It's still a little dicey. Kind of missing me. Need to go over that way. Like you made it. Okay. All right, let's see if we can get out of here. So far, so good. Here we go. On the rock. Look at that. Make sure to watch the video all the way to the end to see a blooper. Okay, so this was our third trip. Well, Keith came up once by himself to Billings, and we just filled this.
I'll show you that full when we open it up.
Yeah.
We can't open it up again now.
Right. Yeah, we worked our butts off all day yesterday, and today.
Just a few hours today.
Yeah. Anyway, look how empty this place is now. It's a bit of a mess right now, but I don't know. Maybe one or two more trips.
One to 1.5.
At least one more anyway. And we also have a vehicle over here. Right. Yeah, right. Right there in the center, the gray vehicle, and right behind it is a trailer that we need to bring those two things up to. Anyway, yeah, we just, you know, we do not know that we're old, but I don't know how we did that, but we did. And we did have some help. Shout out to Feline Whiteman. Shout out to Feline. She helped us yesterday. And the dog, we got her, it's her birthday on the 15th. We got her a Frisbee, which she has been enjoying all day. And she doesn't know, should be tired by now, but I don't know. She loves playing with the Frisbee. It's her favorite thing to do. She doesn't like to give though. Give! Give! Good girl. Oh, I don't know if that was on the camera or not, but she caught that. Oh, I'm too tired to be doing this, but the dog insists. Yeah. All right. So, yeah, so looks like our channel blew up a little bit after the video about us getting back on or moving onto the property. Appreciate it a lot. Somebody, what was the question? It was, I thought maybe I would answer some of the questions.
Do we have any snakes?
Do we have any snakes? People that live there told us there are snakes there, but we haven't seen any. And the way it's still, because we're up in the mountains, it's fairly chilly at night, and we have some days that are pretty warm.
No, I get it. You just keep talking.
But I just don't think the snakes are out yet. But we have been warned by several people to be careful in the summertime. So yeah, there's probably snakes on there. But you know, I've lived in Montana for I don't know how many years, and there's snakes here too. And I've rarely ever seen them out in the wild. But you have to be careful, you know, no matter where you are. There's something, you know. So there are snakes.
We have jackrabbits.
And we have jackrabbits. We saw a jackrabbit. He was awesome.
And we have.
We're trying to think of a name for him, but I don't know if he'll come back.
We've seen antelope.
We saw an antelope very close to our property.
We see signs of deer and elk.
We see signs. There is signs all over the place of
we haven't seen them
stuff we don't even know yet.
We think we have bobcats.
Bobcats. We've been told that bobcats are there, and mountain lions.
Might have mountain lions.
And bear, which we've never seen bear.
Not expecting to see much bear.
Yeah. And let's see. What else? Oh, we saw a coyote. That's right. We had a coyote barking at us. Not sure what that was about, but anyway. Yeah. So yeah, we have lots of wildlife, but it's okay. We both have been exposed to those types of things before in our lifetimes, and we'll just be careful. And I have a dog that I worry about, but you know, that's how nature is. You have to, nature has a good side and it has a dark side, and those creatures need to eat. So you have to be aware when you're walking around in the wild. And I love it there. I want to be there. I want to become a wild human. So anyway, that's it. Our trip to Billings and back home went smooth, but we needed to address the mess we left behind.
Okay, so today, getting ready to do some work on the driveway and on the easement. We've had some rain, some terrible rains that we've probably already talked about, but this rain dictates what we do next. So it's delaying some of the things that we want to do on the new camper. We've got the water in, but we don't have it hooked up to the camper. We don't have it cleaned out. We don't have the tank cleaned out and the lines cleaned out, ready to go, which will be the next step with the water. We still have some other things to do inside that camper, but we have to do what's necessary to get in and out of this property. And I worked so much on the property on that rainy day that we could not video because of the rain. And I still have gloves over here that are still drying out days later because I had them in a plastic bag to keep them from being all over the camper and getting everything wet. That today I finally laid them out on there to dry out completely, and hopefully they aren't smelly and like mildew or whatever. So today we're just going to work on the driveway and see how it goes from there, and hopefully within the next day or two we'll start back on the camper and get things going. We don't have a lot more to do to move into it, but we still have to get some things done before we can move in.
All right, so here we are after the terrible rainstorm and the flooding that we had. And here's the ruts that were created right here. This is in front of the shop. And even with the rocks, we still had just so much rain that vehicles, and that's Keith's four-wheel drive. We were able to make it out of here, but it was pretty dicey, and it really tore up, as you can see. It just tore up the driveway that we have here. And so today Keith is gonna get the tractor going, and he's gonna try to level some of this out and get these. Look how deep this rut is. It's bad. Here's my foot. More like a ditch. Anyway, Lily's just sniffing the thing. We got to keep this road going. Here you can see how the big rocks are embedding in, and that's what's supposed to happen. That's why we got big rocks. And this will provide a stable surface to heavy vehicles just sink right in the mud. So that's what we were told, that using these big rocks is what's needed. And then, you know, when we took our trip to Billings with the van trailer right here, he had to back up to this and put in some ruts right there. So we're going to try to get that fixed. And because he was trying to put the gravel in places where we needed to drive, he pretty much depleted our little pile of gravel. And you can see the tractor driving back and forth, hauling the gravel to places that it was needed, really tore up our driveway. So today he's going to work on getting that fixed. And this is really bad right here. But anyway, part of what's so hard about making progress is we have to maintain what we have. And these are rough conditions that we live in. And a storm like we experienced last week happens in May here sometimes. We live near the mountains, and so everything is rough and raw. And this is part of the life that we chose. But we love it, and it's worth it. And it gives you internal strength, and it makes you stay in the moment, because you can't make plans. You can make plans, but they're not going to happen. So anyway, makes us feel alive. love it. Here's the man working on the road, on the driveway actually. Lily, stay here. Come here. Yeah. Right there. And this is her favorite game. Likes chewing on them too. Go get your stick. Go get it. Where'd you put it? The dirt has dried so hard that I don't know if he's able to penetrate it with his blade or not. So I think he's using the weight of the tractor to try to get those ruts filled in or leveled out, or whining. Well, go get your stick. Go get it. It's over there. I'm not going to get it. You get it. Are you going to whine to the camera? Whine to the people. Oh, look at her. She's going to go get her stick. There we go. Good girl. Better. Well, he leveled out the rocks up there. Oh yeah, this is much better. Look at this. Ruts went bye-bye. And this is leveled out right here. Alright, we are getting there. It's still a little rough, but on today, which is not just down here leveling this stuff out. It's looking pretty good. Much better than it was. It's right up the center of the road, all the way up the road. The rocks have kind of gathered in the center, and my car it drags. So what he wants to do is go down the center all the way to the end of the road and just kind of level out these rocks, which will push them over to the sides and make room for more rocks actually. And yeah, they make it easier for my, because I have to go really slow so I don't high center. Well, I don't, there's no threat of high center, but if the rocks hit the bottom of my car, and my car is lower to the ground than our other vehicles. So anyway, that's one of the things he wants to try to get done today. It's important that we're able to get in and out of the land and not be stranded like we were last weekend. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, ring the bell, hit the thumbs up, leave comments. See you in the next video. Hi, I'm Mary.
And hi, I'm Keith.
Together, we moved on to Goodheart Acres, our property located in the high desert of Southern California.
Cut. We never introduced Ellie.
Yes. All right, let's start over.
Just pause and keep going.